Hey y'all, it's your girl Symone. Welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today's another story time. Before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give a girl a thumbs up, comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials, Instagram at Vivalayoshii, TikTok and Twitter at Lifewithsymone, and follow my business page at Brishari. You will not be disappointed. Quality is A1. Okay, so before we get into the video, I want to just say, y'all, shout out to y'all because y'all sold me out with the rodeo, Wet and Wild the rodeo. Y'all sold me out the first day. I sold way more than 40 tickets, y'all. Y'all made me go and change up the contract I had with those people, and I'm paying extra now to sell more tickets because y'all was like, I was like, okay, I gotta do it for y'all. We had a capacity of 80. This is gonna be my biggest event, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to meet you guys. But yeah, shout out to y'all because y'all sold them out same day, and then when I dropped a little bit of more tickets, y'all sold them out same day. So yeah, can't wait to see y'all. But you already know we got to do our community spotlight of the week. So let me go ahead and get there. I don't know why. I know I was about to record. So it's like, why didn't you already just have it right here, Symone? So our community spotlight of the week, we got NJC 1304, DQ Tiny, Running Routes LGX, Shayla Wright 4527, and we got the Kalania. I hope I be saying it right, but she always is top spotlight of the week, and I love that. But thank you guys for being my top commenters of the week. Let's get straight into this video. Y'all, I was been supposed to give y'all a video, but over the weekend I had a horrible weekend that mentally drained me, and I just had to take me a little time off to myself mentally, but I'm good. I'm good, trust me, y'all. I just needed 2-3 days, and I was like, bitch, get the fuck up. Okay, but let's get into this story. So y'all, this story time, I think I mentioned this boy before, but I don't remember what I named him, so we're gonna give him a whole new name, and it doesn't even matter because I think I told y'all about how we met or something like that. So y'all would probably remember if I told that story, because sometimes I be thinking I told a story, but the whole time I didn't. I told it to I didn't tell it because my sister already know all this shit that happened, but it'd be like, girl, remember that time? And then I be like, oh, I thought I told that the whole time. I never did. Anyway, so let's get into this story. This time I was giving college a second chance. I said, girl, you finna finish. So I had started back. Y'all already know. Well, y'all don't know, but around that time I was dating Crazy. And y'all remember when I told you on the story time when he was selling tree and he told me to go sit in the middle of the courtyard and ask people if they wanted to buy some. He had me f***ed up. So anyway, this is when I was dating him, but at this time we was off again because y'all already know that relationship was fucking trash, and I don't understand why it lasted so long. So anyway, we was off again at this point, and it was always because of another girl. It was always because he was dealing with somebody. So at this point, I can't even say at this point because y'all, in that relationship, I always did me. Every time we was off again, baby, I'm not at home crying. I might be crying to be sad because like, why is you playing with me? But I didn't waste my motherfucking time, baby. I was outside. Big outside, and that's why he was mad. Anyway, so at this point, I'm like, you know what? Honestly, I wasn't even thinking about talking to nobody at school because I've talked to people at school before, and it was just like, So this time around, I really would just be there with my head down. So one day I'm walking to class, and it was this boy that was my sister's ex, her ex, if you watch her story times, that she named, Mac. It was his homeboy. It was one of Mac homeboys that she introduced me to. This boy was so fucking annoying, but he went to my school. So I'm walking to my class or whatever. He walked up to me and he was just like, what's up? It's crazy because this boy would try to talk to me all the time. He don't need no name right now, but he would try to talk to me all the time. But like when other people around at school, he would be like acting like he don't know me or like turn his head another way. Nick, I wasn't even finna speak to you. So anyway, it was nobody right there. So he came to me and he was just like, what's up? Like, dang, you can't speak to nobody. And I'm like, the first time I seen you on this campus and you was talking to somebody, I said hello. You act like you didn't know me. Bitch, I would never speak to you again. So I told him, like, you be kind of acting weird. He was like, man, because you was trying to like fuck up my game. I was trying to talk to her. You know, I like you too, but like I was trying to talk to her. You ain't gotta worry about me, baby. And my thing is, oh, girl did not seem interested. So anyway, so I was just like, So I'm just walking. I'm not paying him no mind. And I like just kept walking. So it was this group of boys, like, I noticed them, but I noticed he kept looking at them. And it's maybe because I noticed them, so I had kind of glanced. So he kept looking at me, made me look at them even more. Like, okay, who all up in that group of niggas? Because I ain't never seen them before. So I'm kind of looking, and he started getting irritated. And he was just like, I'm going to see you later, and walked off. Bye. So I'm walking past him because I got to walk past him to get to in the building I was going to. So I walked past them and I looked, and then I just kept walking. Like when I got close to them, I looked over and I just smiled, kept walking. So one of the boys, he was like, hey, what's your name? Like, don't be just staring and don't speak. So I just kept walking like I didn't hear him. So he kept walking after me. I'm thinking like, if he do a little chase, I might do a little number giving, but we gonna see. So he kept walking after me. So then he ended up speaking to me and he was just like, oh, what's up? Like, my name is, let's just name him Lance. I already thought about this earlier. He was just like, my name is Lance. What's your name? I don't be seeing you around, da 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 da. And I'm like, Dad, because usually I'll be in my class by now. I was a little late. So I'm like, yeah, I don't really be lingering and stuff like that, but my name is Symone. Nice to meet you, da 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 da, all this other stuff. He had an accent, so I'm like, where you from? I ain't gonna say where he from. It really don't even matter because I highly doubt that boy watched my videos, but he was from. So anyways, so I was like, oh, okay, nice to meet you or whatever. And I was like, how long you been out here? So he was like, oh, I've been out here a cool little minute, you know, just trying to go to school, do my little thing, blah, 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 all this other stuff. He just talking. He like, I'm like, all right, well, I gotta go. He was like, okay, let me get your number real quick or whatever. So we exchanged numbers and that was that. I left. Boom, whatever. Now let's fast forward to this story that takes place, right? So at this time, me and Lance will always be talking back and forth. I'll see him at school. And one thing about it, like, dudes in college be kind of weird. So, you know, it's like, I never am about to, like, press you. I had learned that my first go around where it'd be like, you will see a dude you be talking to or you texting and stuff like that. And then next thing you know, not talking to, like, hooking up or nothing like that, but, like, texting and stuff. But then you'll see him around people or something. He'll act weird as shit. And the one thing about me, you're not finna make me feel dumb. So when I would see Lance, I wouldn't, like, go talk to him on my own. I would literally just, like, I don't know. I would wait till he say something to me first. So he used to get mad when I did that because he'd be like, you don't never speak to me. And I'd be like, cuz niggas be weird. Like, I ain't got time for that. So he would just basically, we'll talk all that and stuff like that. Or sometimes I'll stay a little after. Like, I would fake have something to do. Go be in the book room or go to the library or something like that. I would fake have something to do because I knew his class like let out probably like 30, 40 minutes after mine just so I could end up running into him. So yeah, so he was just like, we'll just chill and talk and stuff like that. So at this point, I had already been to his house one time, right? And it was just on some like cool, like some cool kick it shit real quick. Like, it was literally nothing like that. I had been to his house, and that's the story time I believe I told y'all already. So I had already went to his house or whatever. So this time he was just like, yeah, we gonna come back and kick it again, like you haven't came back. And I think I mentioned it to y'all. Did I mention it to y'all? I had made him some tacos. Like, he was like, oh, you gonna cook for me? Like, cause, and I'd be like, at that point I did not cook, so only thing I knew how to make was tacos and chili cheese dogs on pastrami, so in breakfast food. But I was just like, oh, I could make him tacos because I mean chili cheese dogs don't really travel well. So yeah, I think, let me know if I told y'all that story because I really believe I did. I had made some tacos. So like at this point, he was like, when you gonna come back over again? Like, you ain't been back in a minute. So I was just like, oh, like, you know, just let me know whenever you want me to come by. So he was like, okay, how about tomorrow? So I was like, okay, cool. He was telling me he got out of class early, and I'm like, cool, my class let out early too, so that's perfect. I could come by your house. Boom, we already had it set. So the next day I got out of class way earlier than him. Like, just so happened when I got to school, my teacher was stressed out. I don't know, maybe she was having ninja problems, but she was not focused, and she just told us, you know what, I'll see y'all the next day. So we ended up leaving. So I'm hitting him up like, hey Lance, I'm about to actually go home real quick because his class didn't let out till like 2 hours later. I'm not gonna be sitting around for that. So I was telling him like, hey Lance, like, I'm about to go home. I'll just catch you, like, hit me when you about to leave school. So he was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna hit you. Y'all, I'm at school, I'm at home, I'm just chilling. Lance ended up hitting me up when he got out of class. And he was like, and I forgot to, in the other story time, just in case if y'all don't know who he was, I had mentioned he lived in a house, he had roommates or whatever. So he had ended up hitting me up and was before when he got out of class, and he was like, yeah, me and the homies, we finna go to the house or whatever. So I was just like, okay, let me know when you home, like what time you gonna be home. So he was like, shit, I don't know, because you know a nigga ain't got no whip right now. A nigga ain't got no whip right now. He was like, so it's gonna take us a minute. We finna just hop on a bus or something, or like hop on a train. We ain't never even took the train, but we gonna figure it out. So at this point, I don't know why Miss thirsty ass Symone popped in my head, and I was like, oh wow, that's gonna take you a cool minute, because I was gonna get dropped off at his house. I used to have my uncle drop me off, and at this time I don't know why I was just so fucking scared, like if I was gonna get in trouble. I'm grown as fuck. I think I was like 21 at this point, and I ain't had no car either. Like, my car was up. So I don't know why I was scared, and I would literally tell my people like, oh, I'm about to go study with my friends. So I would literally go with my school purse and a notebook. Anyway, so I was just like, yeah, dang, that's gonna take you a long time. I didn't know what my uncle was finna be doing, because I was gonna Uber home. Well, he didn't mind, never mind. But yeah, I knew that after a certain time, when it started to get a little darker, he wouldn't have been able to drive me. So I was just like, dang. So I'm just like, dang, okay, well, I could Uber you home. thirsty me. So he was like, you could Uber me home? I was like, yeah, I could Uber you home. So he was like, all right, cool. Like, had the Uber pull up right here. I'm right here or whatever. So I'm like, okay, boom. I had the Uber go get them. He ended up hitting me and was like, yeah, we home or whatever like that. And I was so irritated, y'all, because Uber had charged me a little extra because they had him stop at the 7-Eleven and I think somewhere else that they put on Uber. And I was so irritated because don't be doing all these motherfucking extra stops when you in my account. You could have asked first. So anyway, they had stopped or whatever. Finally, he got home. He told me he home. I'm like, cool, okay, I'm about to head over there. So I had my uncle drive me over there, which he should have just let me keep his fucking car. And I get dropped off. I'm so irritated. Dang, I feel like that's just telling too much information. Because I was going to say, when I pulled up, I did tell my grandma and grandpa, like, oh, I'm finna go here. And I know y'all probably thinking you was grown as fuck. I know. I don't know why I was being so sneaky. For what? But anyway, so when we pulled up, it was like dudes outside or whatever like that. And at this point, never mind, that's not important. So at this point, I just hopped out the car. My uncle, he not really knowing what's going on anyway. So he ended up just leaving, right? So at this point, he come outside, he got his shirt off and he like rolling up. He like, what's up, yeah, you about to come in the house real quick, like you got me. Like he was like, you need to do my hair though, like you said you be doing hair. Y'all, I don't know why I would start talking to a dude and just start fucking lying. So he was like, you said you be doing hair, you got me, like you need to do my hair or whatever. So I was like, dang, okay, yeah, I got you, I could do your hair one day. He was like, you could like wash it, blow dry it, braid me down, or low-key I think I want to start like my dread journey. I want to start my locks journey. So like, what can you do? So I'm thinking like, I'm telling him like, oh, I could do all that, like what, anything you just said, I could do all that. He like, all right, but for now I'll just do my braids, like, you know, but you could wash me and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, I got you. He like, all right, let's go in the house. At this point, I'm shitting bricks because I'm thinking like, why would I lie and tell this boy I braid hair? Literally, when I would have my weaves done, I would go down the street to my homegirl house and have her braid my hair, or I would just do anything or have somebody braid my hair down. I did not know how to braid, so I was just like, ooh, hopefully he forget. We ended up walking in the house and we went straight to the like dining room table. Everybody just chilling, lingering around or whatever. I remember he told me he was roommate and it was like a whole bunch of dudes there, right, that would be at the house, but he did tell me that a girl lived there too. So we sitting at the table or whatever and she ended up coming out. So I said hi to her because, you know, she lived here too. This is her home, so let me say hello. So I was like hi to her, y'all. She looked at me and then she looked at him and she was like, I'm finna go to the grocery store and when I come back, I'm gonna make some spaghetti. You eating? She's like, man, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm eating, damn. But he had a whole attitude. So I'm thinking like, what the fuck is going on? So she started walking, she grabbed her keys, like literally her keys is on the table by us. She snatched them. It's like she snatched them so hard they fucking fell. How while you trying to be doing the most, you dropped your keys and now you look stupid. So she snatched her keys, they fell. She had to pick them up. She leaving out the house. Another boy started walking in. It was another boy started walking in. So she was like, you eating? Come making spaghetti. He was like, man, I'm eating, damn. I'm like, why are they so mean to this girl? So when she left out the house, I was like, why y'all got an attitude with her? Like, I don't like that. Like, what's that about? So he was just like, nah, she just be tripping. Like, she be doing too much. Like, you don't understand what she just did right now. So I'm like, ask y'all if y'all want some food. Like, I'm confused. Y'all don't like to be offered food? So he was like, nah, she tripping. I could just tell, like, she really tripping. He was like, you spoke to her. She didn't even say nothing back. Like, I could tell she about to be in one of her moods today. Like, she be really tripping. So I was like, dang, like, well, thinking to myself, like, hopefully everything cool because I do want some of that spaghetti. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm hungry. So anyway, he started rolling up and all the people start coming out when they start smelling it. They came out like, damn, you wasn't finna tell us you rolled up. It was one homeboy, and I mentioned him in the last story time, if I did tell the story time, that looked just like young boy. So the young boy looking boy, he come up in there. He was just kind of strange. He acted like him too. Maybe that's who he was channeling. Maybe he wanted to be young boy. I don't know, because he was acting like him and he looked like him. It was just kind of weird. Don't know why this got a hoodie on in the house. Take it off. And it's hot up in here. It ain't got no AC, no fan on, and not even a motherfucking window crack, bitch. It is hot. Take that hoodie off. But I was kind of looking at the young boy because I'm like, he kind of cute, you know, but he looked crazy, but he looked fun at the same time. But I needed to stop making that my type any freaking way. So anyway, so we sitting there, they just smoking, talking, chilling. I'm just like catching the tree air. I can't think of what I'm thinking. The secondhand tree, I don't know. So I'm just catching that. I'm on my phone just chilling, stuff like that. So they start talking about the girl. They was like, you notice she tripping? He was like, yeah, she tripping because such and such ain't trying to curve. So he was talking about one of the other dudes in the house. He's like, man, bro, I told her it ain't happening. So he was like, wait, she tried to you? And then the other boy was like, nah, bro, because she literally tried to me 2 nights ago. So why was the young boy looking boy, he was like, she tried to me the other morning. And I'm just like sitting there like, what the fuck? So they all just talking. So next thing you know, they like, bro, talking to Lance, they like, bro, did you hit? Because one time you was in her room hotbox. He like, bro, I did not hit shawty. Like, I did not hit her. Like, you know, nah, I ain't do that. But he kept looking at me, and I'm just thinking like, we just talking. Like, it ain't nothing like that. If you have an intercourse with your housemate, let me know. I won't come over here no more. So anyway, so he just like, nah. They like, bro, you hit. Oh, da. They was like, man, that's why she be up in here tripping, because ain't nobody trying to fuck on her no more. So I'm just thinking like, was y'all doing it or was you not? Because let me know something, because I could get the fuck out of this house, because this ain't what this finna be. So yeah, so he just like, yeah, ain't nobody trying to. And they was like, man, bro, I ain't never did that. Like, y'all, you saying no more, nigga, that's you. I ain't never did that. So the boys like, I ain't never did it either, but I know when y'all niggas done did it, because none of y'all be slipping on rent, all type of shit like that. And they was like, man, bro, on phone and like, she really be tripping. Like, nah, she be tripping. Ain't nobody her. Like, da. And he was like, then why you ain't paid rent in like 2 months, nigga? You be fucking her. So they just talking and laughing. I'm just sitting here like, oh, noted. Okay. So anyway, we just chilling, laughing, talking, right? So next thing you know, a knock on the door. It was a knock on the door and nobody going to answer it. I'm just sitting there because they got a tree in rotation back to back, which I was so happy, because he'll look over at me and be like, let me know when you're ready to wash my hair. And I'm thinking like, ooh, we ain't doing this. So he was just like, but he was getting distracted. So yeah, it's a knock on the door, right? So nobody go answer the door. I'm sitting there by the table I'm sitting at, it's a window, so I hear a knock again. I start looking through the blinds. So one of the boys was like, you ain't supposed to be doing that. I said, who are you talking to? He was like, you ain't supposed to just be looking through blinds. Like, you don't know who could be at the door and you just letting them know we home. Mind you, the music is loud up in here. They could hear y'all loud up in here. Like, I'm pretty sure they know it's somebody here. So he was like, you just looking through the door. I was like, y'all not gonna answer that? They was like, nah, we know who it is. So Lance was like, yeah, it's that ninja. Like, it's old girl boyfriend. Like, she ain't here. That nigga don't even need to be here. That's very crazy if y'all to be trying to run shit in this house when y'all all pay rent and some of y'all ain't paid in 2 months. But anyway, so he was like, yeah, he don't need to be here or whatever. Like, he could wait till she get back. Like, we not finna let him in. That nigga is a weirdo. So I'm just like, damn, that's crazy. You still hear him. Hey, let me in. Hey, let me in. I'm like, he literally trying to get in the house. Like, maybe he could wait in her room. They like, nah, he can't wait in her room. Like, he not coming in this house. If she come and let him in, then he could get in. But he not coming in this house. Like, he can't come in. So next thing you know, the knocking end up stopping. Y'all, let's fast forward probably like an hour later. Oh, girl, you hear music bumping. Boom, boom, boom. And then a skirt pulling the driveway. It sounded like she hit something. So I look out the windows again. I know he told me not to be looking out their windows, but I need to check my surroundings. I'm sorry. So I look out the window again. I was like, oh, it's her. She hop out the car super aggressive. She looked irritated as fuck. She going to the door. She yanking on the handle. I don't know. I guess the door was supposed to be unlocked. And she like ring the doorbell hard. And the next thing you know, they walking slowly to the door. She ended up opening the door. She's like, why niggas ain't open the motherfucking door? Why the door is fucking locked in the house? Da-da-da-da-da. He was like, see, I told you she tripping. I told you she tripping. So she just going off. And I'm just sitting there like, ooh. But I see the groceries in her hand. So I'm like, hopefully she get mad and cook, because I want some spaghetti. So they like, man, like, nah, the door, we ain't gonna be just sitting here with the door unlocked. Like, you never know who niggas can pull up. She like, y'all niggas ain't even from here. Like, ain't nobody know y'all. Like, da-da-da-da-da. Y'all ain't got no enemies. He like, man, y'all know what we got. Like, nah, we ain't gonna be sitting here with the door locked. She's like, and y'all, I need help with groceries. Somebody go get the case of waters out the car. Like, she is cussing them out like them her kids. So they start walking outside to go help with the groceries. And they all went outside. Lance went outside too. She kind of look over at me. And we making eye contact, y'all. This is how it was. She look over at me like, and this is me just looking at her like, because I'm confused. Because I'm not finna go help with them groceries. And I know y'all probably think like, bitch, you want to eat their food, but you can't help bring the groceries in. It's like 4-5 niggas that went outside. They could bring the groceries in. That's their job. So she's sitting there looking, and it was like kind of awkward. Like, because we having a stare down. Everybody know I am the staring contest queen. We having a stare down at this point. I'm not looking at her crazy or nothing like that. But I'm just looking at her because I'm confused. And I'm not finna speak again because you didn't speak the first time. So then she in the fight stopped looking at me. She was just like, she yelled at the door. She like, hurry the fuck up. I'm trying to cook. Y'all need to hurry the fuck up. Da, 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 da. So she started going in the kitchen. She started slamming pots and shit, filling up the pots to, I guess, boil the noodles. She's irritated as fuck. So he come back in the house. They bring the groceries in. He come back in the house. We sitting there. He was like, man, like, we probably could go in my room. You could probably start washing my hair right now or something, because like this shit is blowing me. So she was like, y'all need to roll up for me. Like, I need to smoke something. Like, cause I'm irritated. I'm having an irritated day. And she like, and y'all didn't let my man in the house. Like, he said he came to the door. They was like, that nigga didn't come to the door. So she like, he said he came to the door. He was knocking and ringing the doorbell and screaming, let me in. and nobody let him in. So they was like, nah, we wasn't even right here the whole time. Like, we didn't know he came to the house. And I'm just thinking, like, why are they lying? Y'all know he came to the door. He didn't ring the doorbell though, so he lying about that. But she was just like, whatever. So she started putting the food on, and she started going up in there and like cooking that meat, y'all. It was smelling the fuck good. I said, oh, I'm finna eat some spaghetti. I was so happy, y'all, because I was hungry. And I was like 2 seconds away from door dashing some food, because she took a little time at that grocery store. Shouldn't have took her that long, but maybe that's why she was mad, because the line was long. Who knows? But if she needed help, I could have went with her. She wasn't being a bitch. Anyway, so yeah, so she cooking and stuff. It smelled good. So finally Lance, because she made them smoke with her or whatever, although the whole time she was cussing them out, they cussing her out. It was all of them cussing each other out. Well, not cussing each other out, but she cussing them out, they cussing her out. That's how it was. But they all smoking, having a good time. I'm like, hey, I guess this they household. So finally he was just like, come in the room, like, come on, you could come wash my hair. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm mad because I'm like, damn, I not want to wash this nigga hair. So we go up in there. He's looking for some shampoo and stuff. He like, damn, I ain't got no shampoo. I'm about to have to go ask her. So he was like, fuck, let me go ask her. He go up in there. He was like, you got some shampoo? All I heard was, nigga, I ain't got no fucking shampoo. I'm like, the fuck? What is going on? So I'm sitting there thinking like, the fuck is wrong with her? But I'm at the same time like, yes, because I was not trying to wash his hair. Because I just wasn't. So I'm just like, I'm sitting there. He like, man, you be doing too fucking much. You need to calm the fuck down. You be talking too fucking crazy in this motherfucker. You need to shut the fuck up. So she like, me shut the fuck up? That's my shit, nigga. So I'm just like, oh, this is a little bit intense. So I'm like listening. At this point, I like leave out of the room because I'm like, I don't like the way he's talking to her. And I know this is not my business, but I'm about to tell him like, either I'm gonna go or you need to like chill out. Like, just come back in the room. It's not that deep. You don't have to get your hair washed anyway. Like, this is, yeah. So I end up walking out the room, and when I walk out, one of the other boys, he was just like, man, like, what is you always yelling for? You yell too fucking much. That's what you love to do. She like, this is my house. Da 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 da. So come to find out, it was her house. Like, her people passed away and left her the house, and she rented the rooms out to all these niggas. So yeah, so she was like, this is my house, da 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 da, and blah 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 blah. She was just talking shit or whatever like that. So he just like, man, they going back and forth, and I was just like, hey Lance, like, you know, cause chill, nigga, what you doing? So he was like, man, she doing too much. So he ended up leaving back like in a room. We go back in the room. He just talking. He pacing back and forth. Like, man, that should be really making me mad. Like, really making me mad. She could bring any nigga up over here. She always be like, oh, my family from such and such. My family from such and such. She could bring any nigga up over here. Like, I really beat niggas up. Like, we be ready to beat niggas up. Da 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 da. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. He was like, yeah, like, we fought niggas before in this house. And I was thinking back on it. I was like, damn, I did remember seeing him with like his hand wrapped up before. He was like, yeah, we fought her family before and we'd be cool again. Like, I don't know why she be tripping. I'm just thinking like, what the fuck type of house is this? I would have hated to roommate it. And at this point, I remember I wanted to roommate so fucking bad with somebody, and I would have hated that, because if we in a house where we gotta fight and shit, that's crazy. We gonna fight, we gonna cuss each other out, and then you gonna cook food for me. Like, this is crazy. I'm like, this is a toxic household. That's what I'm thinking in my head. So he just mad. I'm like, well, just relax. Like, let's just watch something. Is the food almost done? And I'm asking about the food. Like, is the food almost done? He was like, man, the food gonna be done in a cool little minute. Just chill. Like, just chill out. The food gonna be done. How you mad at me because I'm hungry when you just yelling and shit? I didn't come here to fucking hear a screaming match. So, yeah. So he just, like, mad. They still arguing up in there or whatever. He was like, you know what? I'm finna go make a plate. I'm finna just go make a plate. Are you mad at me? Because, what? So he ended up going in there. She was like, you not finna eat none of my food? If tell my nigga eat first. Like, tell my nigga eat first. So I'm just thinking like, oh my God, where is her man? Because he needs to come back and come eat or something. So he was like, make him a plate. Like, you need to make him a plate because I'm finna eat. I'm hungry. Like, da 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 da. So she was like, if that girl wants some food, she need to come in here and ask. And I'm thinking like, did he whisper and say, I was hungry too? Because why she just put me in this? So when she said that, and he was just like, man, just let me make some food. Da 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 da. She was like, I need to eat first. A woman eats first. And I cooked. I stood over here and slaved. Y'all didn't help me do this food. Da 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 da. They just yelling. I'm like, oh my God. That's all they do in this fucking house. So I'm just like, oh, this is irritating. So I walk out the room, I'm like, you know what, she right. If I do want some food, let me go ask. So I walk up in there and I was just like, can I have some food? So she like, make you a plate. I'm thinking like, who mama is this? Mind you, she not that much older than us. If I was like 21, then she probably was like her late 20s. Like, girl, you was young. Chill out. Why are you acting like this? So I'm just like over there making me a plate while they yelling and shit like that. Next thing you know, the door open. 2 little dudes walk in the house. And I know y'all probably think like, oh, 2 young, 2 YNs. Nah. 2 short ass niggas. They was literally short. Like one, they probably was like my height. Y'all let me not say my height, because y'all know I'm tall, 5'2". They probably was like 5'1" or something like that. I'm 5'2" and a half. They probably was like 5'2" even, 5'1", I don't know. But two little dudes walk up in the house, and one is buff and one is skinny. They was looking like Donkey Kong. So one walk in, and he walk in like this. The big buff one, he walk in like this. I don't know why he was doing that, because he wasn't that buff for real, but like he was walking real weird. So he walk in, and he go over there to her, and he give her a kiss. This me just looking. I'm still scooping me some spaghetti, and I'm just like, I start opening the oven, cause I'm like, I know I smelled her put some, I know I seen her put some garlic bread up in this oven. Where is it at? I'm like, I didn't see it. So I'm over here like trying to make my plate or whatever. So they yelling. He was like, why y'all yelling? The little one, the little skinny one, he's standing over there by the door looking like weird as shit. He just standing there like, I don't know, he was just standing there looking very strange. Like the look on his face was strange. Not saying like he was an ugly man or he was a strange looking dude, but he was just looking like, he was just standing there like that. So anyway, I don't know what happened. She was just like, these niggas gotta get the fuck out my house. She just screamed that. So when she screamed, I kind of jumped a little bit. I said, ooh. I thought she was like telling me I can't eat no spaghetti. So I'm over here. I was like, start looking for something to eat it with. And I couldn't find nothing. I'm like, damn. She like, they need to get the fuck out my house. He like, what's going on? What's going on? She like, such and such. We keep trying to press up on me. I'm like, oh, now she flipped the script. So she trying to say that to her man that they trying to talk to her, like they be trying to get busy with her or whatever like that. So I'm over here like this, eating it like with my fingers, cause I said, ooh. So the young boy looking boy, he like, bitch, you fucking crazy. Mind you, she didn't even say him. She said somebody else. So he was like, bitch, you fucking crazy. So she was like, no. Now they still yelling. I'm like, oh my God. I move out the way though, because she kept squaring up like she was gonna fight them. So her buffalo man like, hold on, what's going on? Like, He never turned his back to look at them though. He's still just talking to her. And she like, yeah, he be trying to talk to me. I keep telling him, ain't nobody trying to do this. Like, if I'm gonna have a house full of, because I look at y'all like my brothers, and y'all over here trying to go me and So they like, bitch, I can pull up messages, The young boy looking one, he's still in his hoodie on, walking, pacing back. He like, bitch, you fucking lie. You fucking lie. So I'm just like, oh my God, this is crazy. Now I don't know what's the real story. Like, do y'all try to talk to her? Or do she try to talk to y'all? What's really going on? So I'm just standing there with my spaghetti or whatever. I'm like, you know what? Let me move out the way. So right when I was gonna move out the way, she elbowed. She's not paying attention. She didn't purposely elbow my plate, but she elbowed. My plate falls onto the fucking ground. Thank you a lot. I was so irritated, y'all. So my plate fall on the ground. So I'm like, oh my God. And she was like, y'all need to get the fuck out of my house. I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of my house. Y'all evicted. Evicted. Y'all evicted. So the little boyfriend, he like, man, like, y'all need, come on, let's go to the room. She like, no, I want them out. So he was like, ain't nobody leaving the fucking house. Lance was like, we not leaving. We pay rent up in this motherfucker. So she was like, he ain't paid in like 2 months. You be short. And then here go the little skinny friend still at the door. He just standing there. I swear it looked like he was just nodding his head with his teeth out. So I'm like, that's a lot. At this point, I start cleaning up the spaghetti, of course, because I'm not finna just leave it there. I'm not a dirty bitch. So I'm cleaning up the spaghetti, but at the same time, I'm very upset because it was good. I ain't even gonna hold you. And I don't be eating everybody's spaghetti, but I watched her cook it. Because, you know, people be putting their little period blood in the spaghetti and be trying to make some little voodoo. But I watched her make it. She ain't put nothing in there like that. So, yeah, I'm just like, oh my God, this is a lot. So I'm cleaning up the spaghetti. They still arguing. So Lance like, Symone, come on, let's go. We don't need this bitch. They just like, fuck you. She like, get out the house. So the boyfriend finally, mind you, this is a coward ass little buff nigga that you dating. Because he ain't never talked to them like, y'all need to stop calling my girl a bitch, or never squared up. He never used them big ass arms to do nothing. He literally over here just buff for no reason. So he turned around and he was just like, come on, like trying to pull her to go to the room. So she started walking to her room. And when she came back, she threw a hoodie. Like she came back and like threw a hoodie in the middle of the kitchen. Why is one of these niggas hoodies in your room, bitch? So I'm just sitting there like, Lance, come on. Like, I'm like, I'm finna go. He like, no, you not finna go nowhere. And he grabbed my wrist. He was like, just chill, like chill. Like, she ain't finna put us out. You can't put us out. So she was like, y'all gotta get the fuck out. I'm gonna call the police. So the boyfriend's like, can y'all just take a step outside while she chill? Like, you know how she get, just chill, like, so she could cool off. He's like, no, we ain't gotta take no step out. She's like, I'm about to call the police. Because they kept saying, bring any nigga over here. Bring any nigga. We gonna beat their ass. They end up going outside. It was like, we finna go. Like, we finna lead and we finna just pull off real quick. Then one of the boys was telling the boyfriend like, yeah, we finna pull off real quick, and she better be cooled the fuck down when we get back, cause we not finna go through that. We pay rent here. So he like, yeah, just chill for a minute. He grabbed the keys off the table. The keys to the car. Remember, they ain't had no car. I Ubered them home. These are her keys. She didn't say, she just looking at him. She like, yeah, get the fuck out. So I said, not this, the house car. But mind you, it's not. I believe this is just this woman's car. Because unless it's included in the rental agreement, I don't know. So anyway, we end up going outside and they stand there, they like irritated. Once we went outside, she slammed that door and locked it. So when the boys, he tried to open the door because his phone was in there. He was like, what the fuck? Open the door. Open the door. He banging on the door. Open the door. Damn, that bitch got me. Like, she really tripped me. Young boy, he was like, she don't know me. She don't know me. I really set this up. I really do this. I really do this or that. He just said some crazy shit. I'm looking like, oh my God, that little nigga got a gill. I love this. I'm just kidding. But at that point, I did like that. So... So anyway, he just like kind of tripping. He tripping out, and I don't mean that dick popping dance, but he really just tripping, and I'm just like, oh my God. So they mad. It was like, yeah, she weird. So Lance was like, she be cool. She just need to chill, like cool down or whatever. Like we probably just gotta go to the dispensary, get her a little edible or something like that. I'm thinking like, what the fuck? So he was like, yeah, she tripping today. Like she really tripped. She only doing that because of her boyfriend, probably mad because we ain't let him in the house. Like we gonna end up having to beat that nigga up one day. So he was like, yeah, I've been wanting to beat him up. Like I should really beat him up today. And I'm thinking like, do not fight that man, because that little buff ass dude is not bothering nobody. Neither is his bucktooth homeboy. Just leave him alone. Like, so I'm like, y'all just gotta chill. Like, y'all used to this, whatever. I'm like, but I'm finna go. Like, I'm finna leave. I'm gonna call me an Uber. So let's like, you not finna leave. Just chill. Like, you still gotta do my hair anyway. Like, she really just fucking it up. I'm just thinking like, the fuck, this nigga just won't stop with his hair. It's kind of irritating me because I ain't trying to do that shit. So I was just like, dang, like, you know, like, well, how long y'all finna stay outside? Like, is y'all finna get in a car? So anyway, he ended up like, yeah, let's just get in a car real quick. So the young boy dude, he's still just mad as fuck on the porch. He like, man, he ended up pulling out a cigarette and start smoking. I said, oh, he is too deep in these trenches for me. So he ended up start smoking his cigarette on the porch or whatever. We pile up in the car and they start hotboxing and playing music. So he like, hey, you wanna hear the homie mixtape? One of the boys turned around, come in the backseat with Lance. He like, you wanna hear the homie mixtape? So I was like, okay, sure. He's like, yeah, this nigga finna be next up, like for real, like they stamped him, like he stamped for real in Chicago, like this the homeboy. I was like, oh, he's still out there? He like, nah, he in the car. I was like, oh, okay. He's like, the other boy turned around the passenger, like, yeah, this me. It's me. Play that shit, bro. Play it for her. So he started playing the song. This nigga played like 4 songs. I don't know if I told them I was an executive producer or what, but they playing a song. They was like, how you feel about that? I'm like, oh, it was cool. He was like, so yeah, like, you know niggas that rap, or like, you know anybody? And then one boy's like, get me in the studio. Like, you got studio connections out here? I'm like, no. Because when the fuck did I come in your house and start singing? I was just like, no, I don't know people in the studio or whatever. But I mean, I do, but what I look like, hey, some random ass want to get in the studio. So I was just like, nah, I don't really know nobody for real. He was like, you don't know nobody that be in the studio? I'm like, nah. He's like, you don't know nobody that be in the studio. So I was like, no, because you just said the same thing over and over again. So next thing you know, young boy looking boy came to the car and he's like, bro, I need to get back in the house. Like, I want to go lay down. Like, I'm hungry and I want to lay down. I need to get in the house. So he was like, just go see if she's still tripping. Like, go knock on the door. And the other boy was like, yeah, I need my phone. Like, it's in the house too. He was like, go see if she tripping. So he was like, oh, I'm finna kick that motherfucker down if she don't open the door. Like, I'm finna blow this motherfucker down. So I was just like, I don't know, he kind of seemed serious, and he never took that hoodie off, so I really don't know what he got up in there. He looking irritated, so he started banging on the door hard as fuck. And they like, bro, you know the neighbors be tripping over here, chill. He like, no, because I need to get up in the house. He was like, open the fucking door. So he's screaming, he's trying to call her, and the one dude, you could see him peeking through the blinds, the bucktooth friend. He peeking through the blinds like, so he like, open the fucking door, little nigga, before I beat your ass. So, but mind you, these dudes was not like young. You could tell in the face they was like older than us or whatever. So he like, before threatening him, he's not opening the door. He ended up like, once he screamed that, mind you, Bucktooth is looking through the window doing his little look, and once he screamed that, old boy's like, let go of the blinds real quick, like he didn't just see him. Like he didn't just see you staring at him. So he irritated, he started really hitting the door. So they like, man, chill, you know, the neighbors would really call the police. They like, bro, get in the car, we just finna go to the dispensary, just get in the car. So he like, man, whatever, like my money is in the house. I'm thinking like, is he the one that, he must be the one that don't be paying rent, cause you ain't never took your clothes or nothing off. Not your clothes off. I'm not saying he had to take his clothes off, but you was in the house with your shoes on. Everybody got like slides or they socks and stuff. You in the house with your shoes on. You got a hoodie on. Like everybody got like basketball shorts, sweats on. You got jeans. Like you just is real uncomfortable in your own home. So I'm pretty sure you got your wallet on you. So anyway, he ended up hopping in the car. We started going to the dispensary. They playing their homeboy mixtape again. I was just sitting there and he kept turning around like, so you don't know nobody that be in the studio. So I'm like, nah, like I don't. So he's like, you sure? I'm like, you know what, I'll call around for you. Cause stop asking me this. Like, what the fuck I'm finna do? Like, I'm not, oh, you know what, Quincy Jones is my dad. I can do it. Leave me alone. So anyway, we ended up pulling up to the dispensary, and he was like, you want to get out? Like, you want to get out the car? Cause like first time people, they give you a free something. Like, I forgot what he said they give you. And I was just like, no, I don't really feel like getting out the car. I'm like, I don't smoke no way, I don't need that. So the other boy, young boy, was like, we need it. That's why we need you to be a first time customer so you could get it. Like, basically, like, duh, bitch. And I was just like, oh, okay, so y'all want it. Like, so y'all about to give me the money? Because I'm not gonna go buy something just so I could get a free pre-roll or something. I don't know what it was. So he was just like, yeah, we gonna give you the money. Lance like, come on, like, just come with me. I'm gonna pay for it or whatever. Just come on. So we go up in the dispensary. You could tell Lance is always in this dispensary. He over here flirting with the girl that worked there and all this other stuff like that. They just talking and stuff, and I'm just there. And you could tell it was crazy. It was one of them things where the girl was feeling like, you know how like when girls is doing certain little stuff, like, okay, like you ever been out with your homeboy or something like that, and a girl might think that's you, and the nigga low-key flirting, but it's not direct for real, and it be like the way a girl would look at you and smile, like they thinking like, yeah, bitch, your nigga flirting in your face, and it's like, this is not my man. Girl, I do not care. Whole time I don't know why I got a thing for young boy over there, like, but it's like, no, this is not that. This ain't that. Yeah, she was looking at me like that, and it was just kind of weird. Like, it was weird to the point that Lance kind of was noticing it. So eventually he was like, Symone, come here, like, come smell this. And she was opening the jar to put his arm around me. He was like, what you think about that? Like, you like that? Y'all, her whole little attitude changed. It was just kind of weird. And I'm just thinking like, this is so freaking weird, because girl, little that you know, you could come chill at the house too and get cussed out as well with all of us. The fuck? I mean, Lance was cool, but it's like, I'll get to the reason why it was not gonna be that, and y'all, it's so petty. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, we they smell it or whatever. He was like, yeah, she want to buy some. So he was like, you want to get this one or that one? He trying to have me pick, and I'm like, oh, I guess this one smell better. He like, but this one smell way better. Mind you, nigga, this is for you, not me. You're the one paying for it, so get what you want. So he was like, okay, you sure you want that one? So I'm like, yeah, I guess, but if you say that one smell better. He like, nah, get the one she said she want. That's gonna be trash though. So I'm confused about this whole situation. She ended up giving it to us or whatever, and he paid for it. He was like, she a first timer, like, where her pre-roll at? She was like, you had her come in here just to get that. You know I would have gave you one for free anyway. But the way she like smiled and like went on the counter, and he was just like, oh, you would have gave me one for free anyway. She's like, don't I always do? So she's like, you trying to hit this? Like, we got some new shit. And one of the girls walked up. She's like, let him hit it. So they hitting it. She looked over at me. She's like, you want to hit it? It was really like, I'm like, what is up with the attitudes today? So she's like, you want to hit it? So I'm like, nah, I'm cool. So then they just like talking or whatever. So she's like, all right, Lance, hit me. Like, hit me. I'll be seeing you on IG, hit me. So he like, all right, I got you, shorty, I got you. So he ended up leaving out. I'm just thinking like, this nigga, red flag number one to reason why we would never talk. Well, another red flag too was because even though I was dating a dude that, well, even though me and Crazy was on and off and I wasn't with him no more, but like at least Crazy had a car. Like, I'm not gonna be your girlfriend, Uber you around the town and shit like that. And no. I mean, he didn't ask me for no money, but that was just one red flag. And I know y'all probably think like, bitch, how was you talking about somebody who didn't have a car when you didn't have a car at the moment? I don't know. But anyway, so that, it was a half a red flag, I guess. And then the flirting, the roommate, and then the other one, we'll get there. So anyway, so we end up going, we got back in the car, they smoking or whatever. We go back to the house, and when we go out to the house, old boy's outside. The little one is outside, the little skinny one, right? So when we pull up, he runs in the house. Yo, he ran in that house. Like, Lance, I'm about to probably call me an Uber and just go home. So he's like, why you don't just ask the homeboy to take you home? I was like, nah, it's cool. Like, you know, don't even worry about it. So the homeboy was like, nah, you Ubered us here today. Like, the least I could do is take you home. Like, so whenever you ready, he's like, you ain't got to go right now. Like, don't let her make you mad. Like, you still got to eat because I seen your food fail. He was like, but when you ready, just let me know. And I'm just thinking like, nigga, we're sitting in a car because she kicked us out the house. And she seems very serious because the little tiny bucktooth dude just literally ran back in the house when he seen us pull up. So I'm thinking like, this is fucking weird. So they was like, yeah, I'm gonna end up slapping that nigga today. Like, for real, today gonna be the day I end up slapping that nigga. And I'm thinking, and I was like, don't do nothing to him. Like, he seems scared, for real. I was like, don't fight nobody that's scared of you. Like, that's weird. So he was like, nah, like, he be doing little shit too. Like, you just gotta see it. You don't be here for that. Like, but them little niggas be talking shit. They weird. So I'm just like, I can't tell. This man ain't saying not one word. So anyway, we end up getting out the car. They trying to open the door. this is the crazy part about this, all of this. And I know somebody's gonna ask, why the fuck? I don't know. This is why you need to think. I wasn't thinking neither though. Why the fuck didn't they unlock the door with the fucking keys? They had the keys with the car keys and it didn't register to me until after what's gonna happen. So I was thinking that whole, like, none of us is thinking that, but the whole time they back-to-back rotation, so maybe they all just clueless, not even thinking. So they like, man, she still ain't open the door. They trying to open the door, she ain't open the door or whatever like that. So young boys, I'm finna kick that motherfucker down. I'm finna kick that motherfucker in. So they like, man, bro, don't even do that. So the other boy who mixtape was the mixtape nigga, he like, yeah, do it, bro. Kick it in, kick it in. He like, you know I kick in the door. He's like, I kick in the door. He walk up close to me, said, I kick in doors. Like, that's what I do. Like, I'm the one. They be like, bro, the door, I do that. So I was just like, I'm standing there because I'm confused at why you had to get so close to me to tell me this. So, and at this point, I'm thinking like, yeah, y'all really ain't dropping me off at home. Mr. Kicker in, the fuck, you can get blown down, nigga. You think you gonna blow this motherfucker down, but you gonna get blown down tomorrow. So anyway, so, yeah, so he over there, he started knocking. And he was like, he started saying her name. He was like, I'm not finna tell you again to open this motherfucking door, bitch. All just standing there on the lawn looking like they just waiting for him to just do it. He's like, I'm not finna tell you again. So I was like, he really finna kick the door in? I'm like, the door would be broke. Like, y'all still gotta live here. He was like, he did that shit before. Like, you know, we'll get it fixed. I'm like, what? This is fucking crazy. So next thing you know, he started kicking. He runs up, he go boom, he kick. It didn't work. So I'm like, oh, he don't know what he doing. They got a new strong door. He run up again, boom, he tried to kick. He was like, this the one. This the one. I'm thinking like, this nigga, this ain't the one. He go kick again and the fucking door broke, y'all. But honestly, it broke, but at the same time, one of them was opening the door. So he didn't really kick it for real, but it did mess up on the hinge on the top, on the little top part. So she was like, what the, I told you do that shit one more time. He was like, you should have opened up the door. And he just brushed past her and went in the house. So now they all start walking in the house. I'm standing outside still like this because I'm like, this is too much for me. Like, this is really a toxic environment. I don't got time for that. So he's like, Symone, come in the house. Like, come on, you gotta wash my hair. So I'm like, oh, hell no. So she was just like, why he doing that? Da, 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 da. So they was like, we got you some. And they like shook the capsule. She like, let me see. So she was like, why you get this one? You know I don't even like this. Like, what is this? And he was like, she picked it out for you. So she just looked irritated and walked off. I'm thinking like, ain't no way everything is cool right now. Yes, she still had an attitude, but it was weird. They all just walking in the house. So Lance like, Symone, come on, walk in the house. Like, I'm about to make me a play. And then afterwards, you can wash my hair. So we go up in the house. I'm like, ain't no fucking way. So one of the boys, like the dude, he's sitting there and they was like, and why the fuck you ran in the house when we pulled up and you ran in the house and locked the door? And he was like, I didn't even run in the house and lock the door. I wasn't even outside. They like, nigga, we seen you outside. He was like, y'all niggas be smoking too much. I wasn't outside. Ain't nobody about to run in the house. Ain't nobody scared of y'all niggas. They like, nigga, we seen you run in that house. And I'm sitting here trying to think, because the way he was telling them, like, y'all niggas is getting crazy. Like, y'all be seeing shit. I'm over here thinking like, wait, was we seeing stuff? Because I know damn well I seen him outside that motherfucking house shaking his head like he was doing the whole fucking time. Like he was a bobblehead or something. So I'm like, I know damn well I'm not tripping. So he like really like gaslighting him like, no, I was not outside the house. So the other one was like, ain't nobody been outside this house. Like only person outside the house was y'all. And I'm like, ain't no fucking way. This is weird. Like this is so weird. So Lance ended up making him a plate. But mind you, after all of them made them a plate, I was just like, you know what, I don't even want to get none no more, because the spaghetti been sitting, I don't know what she did to it now. So anyway, they make them a plate. Lance sitting down, we just talking and eating. I just made up an excuse and I was just like, you know what, Lance, I'm about to have to leave. He was like, why, what happened? I'm like, cause like I didn't even know shit. I'm like, I didn't even know. I'm like, damn, my grandma actually want me to go like clean the gutters and like sweep the roof or something like that. I used to just say the stupidest lie. So I'm like, yeah, my grandma want me to like sweep the roof, and then like I'm like, and then it's like our cat is up there doing something and she ain't getting down, you know, but we don't want to call the firefighter. So I'll just, it's a lot, Lance. I'm just gonna go. So he's like, dang, you didn't even get to eat. He was like, you want some of mine? So I was like, no, you good, Lance. He was like, dang, you didn't even get to wash my hair. So I'm like, just let me know. I'll wash your hair next time. He's like, tomorrow? You can wash it tomorrow? So I'm like, yeah, tomorrow. Like, I can wash it tomorrow, yeah. And I'm thinking in my head, like, bitch, gonna be busy tomorrow too, because I'm not coming back up over here. So yeah, so he was just like, all right, you want us to take you home? He yelled to his homeboy like, hey, you could take her home? He's like, yeah, when I'm done eating real quick, I'm gonna take her home. So I was like, no, it's cool. I was like, my grandma already sending me an Uber. That's crazy. This me calling an Uber the whole time. And I'm like, my grandma already sending me an Uber. So I'm over here trying to look back into the Uber thingy to see like, where's this address? Yeah, pick me up from here, exact location. I'm like, oh no, she already called me over. He's like, dang, that's crazy. You think she could cancel it? Like, you ain't got to spend no money on Uber. Like, we got you, we'll take you home. So I'm like, nah, it's cool. He's like, dang. He's like, you think the Uber would take me by the gas station real quick? I said, no. My thing is, if your friend could take you to the gas station, get in the car with him, get in the family car, I don't know, you're not finna do that. So I was just like, nah, it's on her account. Like, she be tripping for real. I'm like, because they be charging extra when you stop. Which I don't know why I just didn't tell him, nigga, you need to owe me some money. So anyway, I finally ended up leaving. My Uber ended up coming or whatever. It was getting on my nerves because the way they was just acting like they couldn't find the house. But yeah, I ended up leaving and going home. So he was just like, yeah, my bad about today. It really don't even be like that for real. When I went last time, it wasn't like a crazy ass situation, but he's like, it don't be like that for real. He's like, it just been like weird lately or whatever, but like, my bad about that. Like, but for sure, you gotta come back tomorrow, wash my hair. He starts sending me braid hairstyles and shit like that, talking about I usually just get straight backs, you know, but like, if you want to try something different but not nothing too crazy, like you could try something different on me or whatever. I was just like, he's like, make sure you bring shampoo and conditioner and stuff like that. So I'm just like, I don't know why I was still going with it. But y'all, that was just a fucking weird ass link. I don't know what was going on. But it's crazy because they roommate girl, she stood on business. She stood on motherfucking business. But that's a whole nother motherfucking story. She really kicked them niggas the fuck out. She was not playing. I don't know what was going on because clearly everybody lying in that house, so I ain't gonna get the truth. But yeah, that she did end up kicking them out though. That's really crazy. But that's it for this story time, y'all. I love you guys and I'll see y'all in my next one. I got y'all for real. What's today? Wednesday. Oh, okay. I don't know why I always ask that. Well, today Tuesday, but I'm posting this Wednesday. No, today's Wednesday. I'm posting this Thursday. Okay, but I love you guys so much and I'll see y'all in my next video. Again, thank you guys for selling me out for the Wet and Wild rodeo. Y'all will not be disappointed because I'm coming hard. I just booked the DJ. I'm about to lock in with the food man. Food finna feed A1. Y'all, bartender already on lock. Everything, we finna have fun, y'all. If y'all got any ideas, because I want to do like games and prizes. I already have some in my head, but if y'all have any suggestions, let me know because I'm here for all of that. But I love you guys so much and I'll see you on my next one. Peace out.